Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Here we are. It's Sam and Rose. It's the Atlantic Scrum. A bit late. My apologies. I got called by a student who was stuck on a tricky problem, and I felt it's particularly because I'd said, "Oh yes, that'll be really easy." I felt I couldn't sort of step away. But there we go. How are things going with you, Rose?
Good, good. Actually, did finish most of my final project uh, grading for my Python students.
Well
We
done.
did demos all day yesterday, from first thing in the morning till the evening.
Wow.
So I'm kind of anxious to just see if I missed anything because I was
Mm.
tied up with that yesterday. And then, of course, well, I think I told you about my software engineering final, and
Yeah, in Stack Overflow.
yeah, yeah, and so we decided. Well, actually, I just told them, I had made it an open book, open notes, but they had to cooperate with each other to do
Uh-huh.
it.
Right.
And I said, well, we can, because we have a scheduled exam, but we're not going to do it, that way. We can
Mm-hmm.
still meet
Mm-hmm.
and discuss and help each other. So that's what I was doing yesterday. Also,
Mm-hmm.
uh, we basically met at the exam time, which was, I don't know, like 12 something, and then just stayed in the lab and continued to work until our usual class time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So I've missed scrums and development meetings and everything. So
No,
I'm just trying to touch base and see
sure.
how things are at your end and make sure that I know that Alex uploaded some stuff
Yeah,
and
no, is it Alex Valera? Yeah,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
been active in the local sport challenge, and people
Hmm.
have been very reacting to him very positively, and they like his design, and yeah, hopefully good things will come from that. Um, yeah, local support is not hugely active at the moment. I mean, I think we definitely do with more people like Alex getting involved. I mean, John and Michael and Marion are making great progress on some bug fixes and
Oh yeah,
so on.
yeah.
But I think I haven't got any new pull requests to manage today, and I'm kind of I'm teaching Rails this week to our senior cohort at Makers Academy, and yeah, I mean I kind of I want to get back to really doing my big overviews of the local support Rails frameworks and so on. But I think that will be another few weeks before I've got the curriculum sort of nailed down here and state that it's in. Yes, and yeah, what's it one? I mean, I think they had the dev meeting last night. I think Amy and it seems like Amy and Thomas are not have having a bit of a disagreement about how to proceed on
Mm.
something, which I think Amy is feeling that she might switch her focus to a different project. Um,
Hmm.
Thomas and I had a big chat about that this morning. I think it's. I mean, I was saying, Thomas, we should write a book really about
Oh
the
sure.
the interpersonal, social, the cognitive, technical, something or other structural aspects of all of this.
Hmm.
It's fascinating. But
Absolutely.
yeah,
Have you ever read I Sing the Body Electronic?
I don't know that I have. I'll have to go.
It's about a year in the life of a Microsoft development.
Oh right.
And yeah, I think you would really enjoy some
I I sing the body. Is that the one?
electronic.
Oh,
It,
Alex.
it's it's a takeoff on, of course, I Sing the Body Electric, but
I
it's I
see.
Sing the Body Electronic.
Okay.
And I'm trying, yeah, it's Moody, or I think it might be Thomas Moody's the author. I'm not quite sure.
Uh-huh. Yes, interesting.
Mm.
I'll have to check that out.
Oh, does it say the author there? I
Uh,
just realized you switched to that.
yeah, Fred Moody.
Fred Moody. Yeah, okay. Yes, I knew. Fred Moody.
Nice. Yes, I think he might have been mentioned at work today, actually. I'm not. Interesting. Interesting.
It's a fascinating book.
Yes. Yes. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yes. Good show.
But you should write a book. I mean, I think
Yeah.
any one of us could write a book, honestly.
Mm, absolutely. Yes. So, are you stuck on any technical challenges at the moment?
Not really. I think I mentioned that because I want to rewrite the getting started notes. actually for both Website 1 and LocalSupport, so that there's a smoother on-ramp, at least for MOOC students and for my students.
Sounds great.
I wiped out my previous Website 1 and started building it all over again from scratch. And of course, I immediately ran into a different set of problems. But I got everything up and running, and I've documented everything. So one of the first things I'm going to do over the break is put that together.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. That's very much appreciated. Yes, I mean, if you have any links to the Stack Overflow final thing, I would love. I think that would be very. I mean, if you can even paste them to the Beta Starters group, I think that would be very much appreciated.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that I did much in Stack Overflow.
Oh, I thought the students had to submit their solutions via Stack, or they had to like post questions and.
Oh, you're talking about the students. Okay, I was talking about my own Website 1 effort.
No, I know you were, and I was saying that was wonderful, and then I was sort of going back.
Yeah, they should include that.
I think that's fascinating. I think it's wonderful. Any plans now that you want to plans for? I guess you're saying what your plans were over the break. So I guess maybe I should mention things I've been doing, which is so I've managed to pull in a few pull requests there off LocalSupport. I've managed to reboot the Autograders, which now seem to be stable. I think we had about 3 days there where they were really running memory and all. I feel bad about the poor experience with the students. I was having trouble finding access to the box. I think it turns out once I did reboot the entire box, it does now seem to be quite stable. So that's one less thing to worry about at the moment. And I've emailed all the students and said sorry, and we won't penalise you due to the delay it caused you. So I think that's in hand. Technical issues. Don't think there are any technical issues blocking me. Although it was just interesting. I've got the students. This originally used .n with Rails. Seems to not work with version 4.1.8 of Rails.
What didn't work with Rails? I'm sorry.
There's a gem called .env, which is sort of a gem for helping managing your environment variables. So I've got them trying to now post a bug report on GitHub as an exercise for them to sort of try and get them doing that. And so plans. It's not my. It's my off week for the. Beta Starters, so I'm going to try and do. I was going to be doing some reviews with students, but they don't seem to be here. But I've got the LocalSupport client meeting tomorrow, which I need to. I'm not having enough sleep this week, and so I'm kind of a bit spaced out. But it's nearly. It was our Christmas party on Friday. We're nearly all over. And then, yes, and then so the big thing I think over the break is I need to make everybody's Spox.
I'm kind of desperate for that. Not that I need it this week because it's final. So
But basically, I plan to do that on Monday.
Fantastic. Yeah. Did I mention the bike share group is going to do its final project demo for this semester this afternoon.
Right.
Yeah, and I think Ryan Smith is going to do his as well, maybe another couple of students. But I thought, for you or Thomas, the bike share group demo might be interesting.
Yes. I mean, is that something that's going to be recorded?
Well, I'm going to tell them that we need to do that. I'm just hoping that it works.
What time is it? What time is it on?
They're supposed to start around 4.
4 p.m.
I mean, I could try to post on Slack, if it needs to be tightened up.
I think you're 5 hours behind us here, so that's going to be 9 p.m. for me, which is my bedtime. So, but the others who have a less grueling schedule than me may well be up and around.
Yeah, sure.
But that would be fantastic if. What is it? What day is it today? It's Wednesday. I mean, we could even try, and kind of. We could try and rearrange the time of the Agile Ventures weekly
meeting. The Pacific.
Well, the Agile Ventures weekly meeting. We could even make the Agile Ventures weekly meeting at that time, and then you can use it and then record it. I mean, it sort of depends. I mean, I don't want to put you in a situation where you're needing to start a recording in a thing when it's difficult. And I'm basically not going to be around. But it's what we would.
You're 4 hours. You're 4 hours from us.
Yeah, and it's it's much later.
So I guess what is it? 8 o'clock your time?
Maybe yes. But I'll be putting my boys to bed, so it's not very practical for me.
Yeah, no, of course not.
But you could. I mean, I would say see if you can hook up with. I mean, I could. What I could do now, if it was something that you were like, in order, like you could use a Google Hangout to record the presentation. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And if I mean, we could on this one-off. Not that necessarily any large number of people would turn up for the Agile Ventures weekly meeting. Although some of them might. Is if I go and look at the events, because basically I mean, I'm not able to run the Agile Ventures weekly meeting this evening, but and I think Thomas is kind of questioning the value of the sort of project. I think he would like to get back to doing a Scrum of Scrums. What we've been doing recently in the weekly meeting is. Are you really 4 hours behind us? What time zone are you in? It's Eastern Standard Time.
Right. It's a quarter after 11 right now.
Yeah, it's a quarter after 4 here. I think you're 5 hours behind us. That's but so I mean, I could put the start time on this to 9.
Yeah. Gosh. You can see how tired I am that I can't even count.
I know. I feel you. So, and if I put in that there, move that to 9, then in print, I would say, please feel free to use that today to record the bike share thing, which I think is a fantastic project, and I'm really excited that your students are doing it. And I'll just announce here, is that something? And I mean,
I think that sounds great. Also, I think you've probably heard or met Kyle on these scrums. If you look at the video or whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
He's the guy who's. Oh yeah, I think you've talked to him on Slack because he's asking for advice.
Yeah.
He's leading the project.
Fantastic.
He talked to me this week because hopefully I'm going to get 1 or 2 CAs next semester. I'm crossing my fingers anyway. And he asked to continue as a CA next semester.
Oh, cool. That's lovely.
And then, get more people to work on the project and continue, with Agile Ventures, etc. So fantastic. I'm pretty excited about that.
That's wonderful. I just did virtual projects. So I'm putting in the thing here and saying, so I've moved the weekly meeting to the time of their presentation, i.e. 9 p.m. UTC. So perhaps we can capture it as part of the meeting. But so, do you think that you'll be able to click start and play on that, or will you need help from someone? I imagine you're like be coordinating the room, a classroom full of students, or.
I might even have Kyle put his machine at the front of the class and let him start the hangout, which he's very good at this point.
So I would say that I'll put that in here. Rose is suggesting. So Kyle Goodwill, is that his name?
Yes.
Kyle Goodwill start the meeting hangout from his machine in order to capture all the details. That's just awesomely cool, and I will invite Kyle into the community talk channel there, and I'll put the link for that. Great. Okay, fantastic, Rose. Good stuff. Anything else we need to organize or sort out?
Not that I think of. Like I said, I just planned next week I'm going to revisit a number of Rails and Ruby and RSpec tutorials and take more notes, maybe make some walkthroughs.
Sure.
And then the week after Christmas, I'm planning to dive into Agile Venture projects.
Right.
And of course, in the whole process, I've got to really I have to have half of my lesson plans completed, I think by January 6th. So.
Right. Okay. Gosh, sounds like a busy holiday period.
Yeah, but it sounds like a lot of fun, too.
Indeed. Oh, absolutely. Yes, I'm now trying to work out your in the background. There, so it's Karma Trinlemma.
Yeah, I know
Karma.
it's kind of weird, but
It's normally fine because I type in Rose and it also changes to it, but it didn't on this one occasion, and so I'm now
oh,
retrospectively
okay.
editing one of my
Yeah,
posts here to
right,
sort that
right.
out.
Well, what usually happens is I put, as my username Rose or Rose something, and it's taken.
Sure.
So I have a Buddhist name, and
Right.
that's just kind of
Sure.
handy to use.
Absolutely. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, good stuff. And then can I? Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, what's exciting possibly is that Richard Ilson will be running his project class next semester, and maybe we can get his students in as well, and possibly
Oh,
collaborate
that'd
with your
be,
students and so on. That'd be wonderful. But look,
yeah.
as always, fantastic talking to you, Rose. Say hello
Same here,
to
Sam.
anybody else any of the beta starters who make it to the. It was just Richard last week to the
Yeah.
beta starters meeting. Wish them season's greetings from me, and I'll catch up with you. Probably I'll keep you in touch next week to talk to you about Spox.
Okay, thank you so much,
No,
and happy holidays, etc. to you too.
absolutely. Thanks, Rose. Take care. Bye for now.
Take care. Bye.